Inflation surged anew in July. Is it enough to nudge the Fed closer to tapering? Hi, I'm Griffin of Derivative Logic, here to get you straight to smart. Last week's reading on the state of inflation via July's Consumer Price Index showed that businesses, faced with a double whammy of supply constraints and surging demand, continued to raise prices for goods and services, all as cost pressures mount. While the prices paid by the always important U.S. consumer climbed yet again, they rose at a more moderate pace than that seen in prior months. If we peel back the onion on the inflation data, some of the price surges linked to the economy's reopening are beginning to ebb, and we see July as a transition month for inflation, where goods in categories most associated with reopening, things like used cars, travel, hotels, and restaurants, are still gaining, but they're now accounting for a smaller piece of the overall rise in inflation. Said another way, there seems to be a passing of the baton of sorts going on, where the reopening surge in prices is starting to abate while other more durable goods categories are taking their place. On the flip side, wages have strengthened in recent months, no doubt, but higher consumer prices are outpacing those wage gains and are beginning to erode Americans' buying power, slowing the pandemic recovery. All told, the recent data releases in the state of Treasury yields still suggest that the Fed can slow walk its path toward a scaling back of its stimulus measures. Questions about vaccine effectiveness and the need for booster shots suggest consumers, who alone are responsible for 70% of America's economic activity, are sniffing out greater disruption to return to school and office plans this fall. It's all a recipe for a choppier than expected economic recovery and a scenario that allows the Fed to be patient before easing off the stimulus throttle. For the week ahead, the data docket includes key retail spending figures and a gauge on the state of factory production, which, on whole, should signal that the supply side of the economy is catching up to red-hot demand, no doubt, but at a snail's pace. From all of us at Derivative Logic, have a great week.